it's not significantly raining, but one of the steps just dropped water right down onto my little boobie. It's really cold. Morning, morning. Sounds like a steering thing, not a fan belt.
No.
Oh.
Fan belt.
Okay, because it changes its pitch.
Yeah.
Almost too suddenly, and when it's a fan belt, they usually go up really high and they stay that way, and then it turns down because the engine, pretty much most engines have a warming up. They have like a more than idle. They go, and then when it's warm enough, or you hit the brake, it goes into its actual idle. Yeah, and that's why I was thinking it might have been a steering, because it was, and then if you twist the steering wheel that little bit more, it, whatever. That's how I can tell the difference between a fan belt, or I suspect the difference between a fan belt or other belt and steering. Anything for you to say?
No. Not about that, at least. I've just always heard that it's fan belt.
Oh, okay. Anything else?
I'm getting really close to done on the full time card login solution thing, and I'm excited about it.
He has to work. He was telling me over the weekend he got the punch in punch out section done, and now then he's working on getting the
Reporting part of it done.
Yeah, the punch in punch out, and then it creates a log of that. Now he's getting the log to be able to print to people.
Yeah.
So,
and it's a lot more complex than I thought it would be.
Well, so in that terms, Zainab can punch up on her computer and be like, oh my god, Aaron was here for 10 hours because he got lost in thought coding on Monday. Yeah, he sent me a Snapchat at 5:44 and be like, sorry, I lost track of time. And I'm like, you were supposed to be off at 4:30. So I just did this. I'm with a Jesus Christ, and that's what I sent back to him. Yeah. Mainly because the words I wanted to put in were not going to fit in a Snapchat.
I do try to be home on time.
Yeah, and it's unlike. And here's the thing: if this continues, I'm going to say set some semblance of an alarm for 5 o'clock, because you can have your phone obviously on the floor.
Yeah.
And it's just it's, and I told him, it's not because I don't want him coding. It's the fact that he's spending a lot of time at work, and it's is that on the clock or not? It's
all on the clock.
It's all on the clock. And while that is on the clock and it is necessary to be worked on, it's just I'm like, we could just change this over to the fact that you just don't work on Fridays. And you just stay endlessly and code Monday through Friday, or Monday through Thursday. But I told him tonight is probably a day he probably should be home a little bit earlier if he can manage it. Because as is Monday, the gym was significantly packed. We realized exactly what packed means for that gym. So considering we have a rushed gym on Wednesday nights because of rice, but I'm starting to not really care, because if it doesn't fully cook, it's not going to fully cook, and if it does, it's not going to burn.
Yeah.
So we're going to go hopefully get to the gym a little earlier, because with all the people there, sort of I don't want to go later, even though by the time we left there was nobody in the gym though.
Yeah.
So it's do we want to go later? Do we want to go earlier? It's we didn't really notice it last year.
So we're going to try going earlier, and if that doesn't work, or if it's even busier, then we'll just have to have TJ bite the bullet and go later.
Well, there's that. If we go early, the idea is going earlier is so that we can take the time in between stuff, because the gym is not very opulent with its machines and stuff. When it comes down to the chest press, yeah, you've got the bench presses, and there's 5 of those.
But there's only 4 bars.
There's only 4 bars, and then there's only 2 flat benches to do the dumbbell press on, and then there's 2 chest press machines, whether it be pneumatic or with pulleys.
Isn't there a machine that uses the weights?
That's why I call it the pulley.
So not the, I guess, sleek ones, but over in the other set of machines.
Oh, the Smith machine. That still requires you to use a flat bench.
No. So we have the one that we use,
Yes.
and then there's an equivalent of that that uses those weights that are around that you put on like the leg machine.
Oh, there's no actual chest press for that.
Yeah, there is.
No, there's a down press, and then there's an up press, and then there's a shoulder press.
Oh, okay.
You're talking those three right where I do my walking lunges?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Those angles are only up, an inclined press, a declined press, and a shoulder press. It just, I think the one you're thinking of is the middle one, and it looks funny, but it's actually a decline press. It's still very valid for you going in between up and down.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, I may want to do the incline one, and I could be wrong. Maybe the one far, if we're looking at them from the back side, the one on the left might be a chest press, but I know that one of them, the one that's like way down and way reclined, is actually a shoulder press. The one next to that is a pull down.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but in terms of chest press, which is one of those major things people want to do because it's
visible and it's something that lots of people do.
those types of machines are really.
Yeah.
But anyways, camera's kind of low on battery. I'm working this one down here. I don't really have much more. I actually have therapy today at 11 o'clock, and then maybe Willie doing something, and then lots of stuff today.
Have a good one.